Hey, Shalom, Shalom. It's your brother Abba Yabba from the DC Church, coming at you giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakadash. Salakia. Give me 1 second. Coming at you giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakadash. Yah being the Heavenly Father, Yahushai, being whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Ba'Shem meaning in the name, and call meaning spirit, Kadash meaning holy. These are the names and the powers that I come to you in order to profess the 100% truth, and Lord's will seal the elect's fate. Okay? Shenya Kabaga, well, the Rakaz are claiming now by Ice, meaning double honors to the elders and apostles that Jim mentioned these times. From the Heavenly Father, had it listened the 100% truth to. Okay? Shalom wa barakam labakar shash alad. Peace and blessings be upon the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay? To the man out there that's pushing his word in sincerity and truth. To you, I say Shalom wa barakam adam. Peace and blessings be upon you. Okay? Give me 1 second. Salakia. Without further ado, this is a video. I'm not sure what I want to name it, but it definitely has to do with discernment. Okay? And this kind of been dwelling on my spirit because I say, something that I struggle with coming up in the faith is when to speak and when not to speak. What opinions are valid and what opinions are invalid. Okay? And also, judging things and being a spiritual being in its entirety. When you're younger, you don't have too much guidance. Well, you don't, not to say you don't have guidance, but you don't have too much wisdom to really discern what's really what. And on top of that, to really decipher when is your time to speak, when is your time not to speak. And I remember honorable mention, the sharpest shy, he always used to, that was one of the main things that I was taught coming up in the faith, is when to speak and when not to speak. And it's very important. The reason why is because you could lose faith for speaking at the wrong time because you get rebuked, or you could get get in your feelings or whatever it may be because you're being rebuked on and you don't understand why, because you spoke when you wasn't supposed to. Okay? So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 5. It says, whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, right? Which, of course, you keep the commandments, you doing the will of the Heavenly Father, the Heavenly Father's going to look out for you, okay? He's not going to put evil in your way. It says, a wise man's heart, which we know heart is love, discerneth both time and judgment, okay? And when you're a child in the truth, and when you're a babe in the truth, you don't have this skill, you don't have this attribute as much as you should. So that's why it's important for you to intake more than you're outtaking, okay, or outputting. And the reason why I say that is because this isn't specific to one brother. This goes out to whoever the message is conveyed to. If the shoe fits, wear it. Sometimes your opinion does not need to be heard. That's number one. And number two, sometimes, to say it blatantly, you just got to learn when to shut the fuck up. Okay? Sometimes you have to learn how to just be quiet and just listen. And that was my problem. When I was growing up in the truth, I wanted my opinion to be heard all the time. I wanted my opinion to be validated. This is not what this is about. Okay? That is not what the truth is about, man. The truth is about edifying. The truth is about learning. Okay? You can't learn when you got two. Yo, I'm telling you, that the sharpest guy used to say that to me all the time. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Meaning you should do twice as much listening as you do talking. Okay? And that's really what I mean. A lot of the times it's best for you to listen first and then learn where to apply yourself. But that also comes with prayer too. Okay? So, man, Salakia. What that at? Salakia. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I wanted to go, and I'm gonna come back to this too, because I want to end on this precept. Also, let's go to the blue letter. Let's go to the blue letter, all right? Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 5. Salakia. Concordance, right? It says, whoso keepeth, that's Shamar, the commandments, which is Mataza. Oh man, I got a refreshing on that. Shall fill Yadai, no evil, Rai, thing, Debar, so no evil words, okay? And then it says, a man's wisdom, which is Chachama, a wise man, which is Chachama, heart, which is Lab, discerneth, which is Yadai, okay? Which, the word, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Yadai, oh, no, that is discern, I'm but I do believe wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, Yadai, Chachamawa, Bayan. Yes, the word wise, and the word, because as you can actually see in this verse, it says, shall feel no evil, a wise man. No, that's Chachama, Salaki. I got a little bit mixed up. But, the word Yadai is discerneth, alright? Let's see what discern means. It says to know, learn to know. Okay? You cannot learn by speaking. The only things that should really be coming out of your mouth is questions. Okay? If you have a question on what's being spoken of, especially if you're younger in the truth, then that's a valid response. But for the most part, I can really just need to be listening and tuning in, spiritually tuning in to what's being said, you know? And I'm saying this because conduct is very important, man. And on top of that, you have to know who the hell you're around. The men that we're around, you know, the elders, the brothers that have been in this truth for longer than we've been alive, you know, or half our age. There's a certain respect level that has to be put there. There's a certain level of reverence that has to be put there. These are not regular men, okay? These are men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that has been trusted with the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Therefore, there's a level of respect that needs to be retained, okay? So, it says to perceive and see, find out, and discern. Okay? To admit, to acknowledge, to confess. It says to be acquainted, to know. Okay? To make oneself know. Okay? So, in order to learn how to apply yourself, number one, you have to do twice as much listening, as I said before. Well, as the scriptures actually really say, you should really be listening more than you're talking. Number one. Number two, prayer. All right? I've learned the attribute of discernment through the process of listening and praying, because it takes time. It's not something you're going to just spontaneously get overnight. It's something that's practiced. Okay? Something that is practiced. So it says time and judgment, which when you look, it says Shalakia. No, I'm spending a lot of time on this precept, but you know, we dissecting it. Nonetheless, it goes to say, it says a wise man discerneth both time and judgment, which the word time in the Ibariath is Aith. Okay, and judgment, what we know is Shabbat. All right, judgment. Judge is Shabbat. Judgment is Shabbat Yom. Okay, so when you're able to what's it called? Discernment is it's synonymous with the word knowing. Okay? When you know when to apply yourself, that is the attribute of knowing how to, of having discernment. Because you know where and when to apply certain characteristics and certain attributes and even yourself. Okay? So let me grab this real quick. I want to give me 1 second. Hebrews chapter 4 verse 12. It says, for the word of the Heavenly Father is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. It says, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit. And it says, and of the joints and marrows, and is a discerner of thoughts and intents of the heart. Okay? So above all things, the spirit itself has to be working with you in order for you to learn discernment. Okay? Because you can discern things of the world. You know, you can have discernment in the world, but it's different when it comes to the truth. Okay? Because there's order. Alright? And it's a different playing field, to be completely honest. You know, the things of the Heavenly Father have more of a higher penalty if you lack, you know, or if you fuck up. Because that's why the scriptures say what? It said, don't fear him which is able to kill the body and not able to kill the soul, but fear him that is able to kill both the soul and the body in hell, essentially, you know. So that's why we're supposed to walk, you know, be as if we're walking on eggshells when it comes to everything with this truth, and be very attentive to what we're doing and what we're saying when it comes to the truth. Okay, I hope that's not vague. I pray that, you know, I can understand what I'm saying and understand the point that I'm trying to convey, because it's actually really serious. Like, being able to know when you need, being able to know when to speak and when not to speak is a very, very, very good attribute. That's actually one of the best things you can know, is when to speak and when not to speak. That'll save you a lot of trouble. Okay? Spiritually and mentally and physically. Okay? So let's log in. It's my chapter over. Oh, yep. This kind of just goes right into what I was saying too. Because after a while, I read it. It says, because strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. Okay? So through a process of time, the Heavenly Father is going to give you enough discernment to know what's wrong, what's right, how to do things, how to operate in the spirit, you know? Because discernment is also, in other words, it's also saying how to apply yourself, but it's also saying it's also finding out where you're useful, what you're useful for. Okay, if that makes sense, you know. So oh yeah, it's the last precept, and I'm gonna go back to the original, or the first precept that I had, chapter 2. Verse 14. It reads, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Heavenly Father. It says, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. And I brought that out because I wanted you to understand that there's a difference between discerning carnally and discerning spiritually. A spiritual man can discern or knows when to say what and how to say it, and when to, and what's it called, how to formulate the sentence, so on and so forth. Okay, that comes through practice. All right, and also we have examples. Okay, scriptures tell you that the things that are written aforetime are written for our learning. All right, and even the Heavenly Father puts examples in the flesh. That's why we have older Akim to show us the path and the way that we're supposed to operate ourselves. Okay? Because not having discernment, not knowing where to apply yourself, is disorderly. And what the scriptures say, let all things be done in decency and in order. Okay? So it says, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Heavenly Father, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. Okay? And I say this too, Akim. You know, if you get rebuked, don't be all in your chest, man. You know what I'm saying? Put the H on your back and handle it. There's a lot of times where I've been rebuked and I didn't necessarily know, you know, because scriptures also say suffer wrongfully. You know, so even if you get rebuked on something that you feel that you're not even necessarily doing wrong, take it. You know? And also, like I said, you know, handle your rebuke like a man. We're all adults. We're all men of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? Nothing is said to nobody for no reason. You should believe that. The Heavenly Father does not put the Spirit on certain men to speak to you for no reason. Alright? So that's why it's imperative for us to be attentive to what is being said in the Spirit. Because what? The Spirit will allow you to discern good or bad. Okay? And thankfully, we're not carnal men. That's why we're able to discern spiritual things. Okay? Well, let me go back to the original precept. Not end on this. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 5. It's lucky. It says, whoso keepeth the commandments shall feel no evil thing. And it says, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. And now that we have enough context and we have enough understanding on what discernment is and what it's talking about time and when it's talking about judgment, Adawan Ratazah, you're able to actually apply this to yourself. Okay, apply this to your everyday life. Because discernment is one of the characteristics that we cannot go without. Okay? This is just as important as knowledge and understanding and wisdom. Because to be completely honest, discernment is an attribute that doesn't only have knowledge to it. It also has wisdom, you know, and understanding. It's really all three of those combined. That's really what discernment is. Discernment is really the application of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding collectively. Okay? You understand what's going on. You know when to apply yourself, and you use wisdom to apply yourself. Okay? Correctly. All right. So with that, I give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shema Shai, Bashimur Kokadash, Shen Yikabah Gawala Rakaz Aquarium now by Ay. Wa Shalom wa Barakam Labakam Shiyasha Allah. I pray that you are edified through this epistle, Akim, and until next time, Shalom.